doing some amazing things. I'm going to let him share just briefly just his testimony and how vision has worked for him, how he's utilized mentoring, coaching to help his life and maximize his life. Hold up, Lawrence, and his name is Lawrence Watkins. Let's give him a hand as he comes up.
Definitely gonna be a how y'all doing this evening?
Good.
Great. Doing pretty good. All right, so he gave me a brief introduction. My name is Lawrence Watkins. I'm here from Salisbury. Graduated from North Rand in 2012. Recently graduated with highs honors from UNCG studying accounting. I'll be at Wake Forest in the fall with my master's degree. I currently work uptown Charlotte, Deloitte, which is an accounting firm. But taking all of that into consideration, I definitely come from humble backgrounds, single parent household, went to Title I school all my life through North Rand. I struggled throughout school with multiple things. Single parent household, low income background. I think I always had a great support system for my family and also people like Bishop Smart within the community. So I just want to share a few things he's done for me this evening and how I can transmute to you guys' life if you want to approach it the same way I did. So just to start out, I gave you guys my background. So I want to share an experience I had with Bishop Smart. I think the first time we met, we went to a breakfast place over on West End Street. And there, when I met him, after we got to feel each other out for a little bit, you know how it is when two men meet each other, you just kind of like, But after we got to feel each other out for a little bit, we got into a real good conversation. So he started asking me things like, what's your short-term goals? What's your long-term goals? And honestly, before this point, I don't think I ever had an older male ask me these type of questions, so it kind of caught me off guard. I think I uttered out some very premature goals. I just want to do X, Y, and Z, right? And I think he could kind of feel for it. He knew that that wasn't actually what I wanted to do. So instead of just kind of brushing it off and taking for face value, he challenged me a little bit more. He grabbed a napkin, he took a pen out, and he wrote down, he made me write down 3 goals right there, and I wrote them down. I don't know what they are. They probably changed since then. But another thing he did, he drew a pyramid for me. So the pyramid was 3 layers, right? So he told me to list my priorities. And me coming from a low-income background, I think my priorities at that point in my life was finances. So I think I listed finances first, family second, and then faith third. And this is something that he's going to do for you guys multiple times, and y'all are going to get it too. But just having somebody that can offer a different perspective is very important. So instead of him just discounting my pyramid, he just flipped it over for me. He said, put faith first, then your family, and then finances. Through spirit flow, you get the family flow, you get the cash flow. So I think that's definitely something that he has to bring to the table for you all, is that offering a different perspective. I just want to offer an analogy for you guys to look into this. So how many of you guys can remember a time when you traveled, let's say if you were taking a trip to the beach with your family, where you traveled without phone or without a GPS system? So you either had to use what? You either had to have somebody that go along with you that's been on the trip before, right? So when you're on this trip, it's the exact same way. You can have your bags packed, you can have the car, you can have, and that's usually what we got in our professional life. We got the skills, we got the degree set, we got the great personality. But the thing that you're lacking is that GPS system, your sense of direction, your vision. And I think that's what he's definitely going to help you guys instill. And if you already have one, he can help you redefine the same way he helped you redefine mine. And what you can do with that is establish and accomplish your short-term goals, reinvent yourself along the way. And moving on to the next point. So once you're missing that sense of direction, you have somebody that's in the vehicle with you. Now they're moving along. So let's say you're going down to Myrtle Beach. Say you have to stop at the gas station and try to figure things out and take the word from somebody that you never met before. You got somebody, a trusted individual to your right-hand side. Just say, hey, don't go down this road. That's a bad neighborhood. Exact same thing within your professional, your spiritual, your personal life. You got somebody that's already been on the journey. Why would you go through it? Why would you want to feel the fire? Have somebody that's already been through an experience, and they can show you, don't make this wrong turn. That's what I did. So take this way. So I think that's definitely what he's been able to do for me. And then the second point, so that first point was a new perspective. So that's what you're going to get out of it. I think it's a new perspective. The second thing is coaching. I think he has that right here, peak vision coaching. How many sports you like college, right? So as important as the players are, and we just had the NBA draft last night. So as important as sports are, one of the most important, if not the most important person on the team is the coach. So you got the players in the game, they got the skills. So you got recruits, let's say we're doing basketball, you got the gentlemen that are coming out there, they 6'8", play basketball all they like, but they get to a point to where they plateau. So it's just the same as in the NBA, it's in college ball too. You can't use the same skills you had on the lower level. So you can't apply the same skills that you necessarily applied in high school or when you get to the college level. When you get to the NBA level, you can't apply the necessarily exact same skills you apply when you were in college. So having that coach to look at it from the outside, and that's where that coaching comes in. So I'm very thankful for what you've been able to do for me. That's where that coaching comes in. You have somebody that's able to watch you grow. And they telling you, you coming down the court, don't take this shot right here. Try it from this side of the court. And that's when you start scoring how you were supposed to be scoring. And it's the same within your professional life. You get into the groove of doing things how you always did. I've always been this way. I've always dealt with people this way. I always talk this way. I always dress this way. And then you have somebody that's able to come in there and say, hey, just tweak it just a little bit. That's good, but this is great if you try it this way. And then you start developing. You start delivering how you were supposed to. So I think coaching is very important. So those are my 2 points. If you guys want to open it up, we can do questions and answers. If y'all want to talk about millennials, if we have a few moments, or maybe some exact examples of what he's unable to do. I just want to leave you guys with stated this, but it was a pretty good quote, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. And it says, nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anybody can start today and make a new ending. So it's just about maximizing the time. All we can control is the 24 hours that we have within a day. And y'all are here showing how invested you are in your own career and the ones that care about you. So thank you for your time.
Can you say that quote one more time for me?
Yes, sir.
A new beginning for everyone.
Nobody can go back and start a new beginning,